Check, check. Make sure that all my levels are correct. All right, everything is good. What's up, gentlemen? Mark Antimate here for Gentlemen's Club Whiskey. This is the episode that you guys have all been waiting for. This is my unveiling of my 2021 Whiskey of the Year pick. Now, I don't have that one here on me. Unfortunately, that bottle is absolutely gone. But in lieu of that, I have the Yamazaki Single Malt Whiskey aged 12 years. This is not my favorite out of the Yamazaki lineup, but it is adequate, and this is what we're going to have as a substitute pour for that one. I've already got it inside of my glass here. And listen, I don't want to keep you guys waiting, and I don't want to stretch this video out. So I'm just going to go ahead and tell you that my 2021 Whiskey of the Year is the Yamazaki Limited Edition 2021. That is a whiskey that has been aged. I believe it was aged in Mizunara casks, not finished, but aged in Mizunara casks for minimum of 12 years. It is a 12 years aged whiskey. And from the moment you say go, when you make that pour and you nose it, you know automatically that it is something special. And it was like that from the beginning to all the way to the finish. And I got my notes here. Obviously, I can't taste it right now on camera, but I have already drank it enough times to be able to critique it and give my tasting notes and my review over it. These notes, by the way, are coming from the draft of my book, and some of them will be coming from Suntory's special website. So I wrote, Captain's Log, bar date, 2021, 5/24. This is the date that I've had the whiskey. This one here is truly something special. Limited to just 500 bottles, you need to have one and then purchased it through a lottery system. Simply holding the box, which I'll put up on screen somewhere, which models itself after Mizunara by taking on the look, pattern, and feel of the Japanese oak, you know you've got something special. Inside the box, along with the whiskey, there's a little pamphlet inside of a semi-clear matte sleeve. And I do have that in front of me here. The booklet offers a little information about this release along with Suntory's tasting notes. And I will go ahead and put those tasting notes up on the screen for you guys to see in English, mind you. And printed on that booklet is a QR code that you can scan that takes you to a special web page on Suntory's website. There you can watch a 5-minute unlisted YouTube video where Suntory's 5th chief blender, Shinji Fukuyo, introduces this year's Yamazaki Limited Edition from the Yamazaki Distillery's bar. The Yamazaki Limited Edition 2021 is a blend of single malts from the Yamazaki Distillery, aged over 12 years in virgin Mizunara Quercus crispula barrels. This whiskey is what the Yamazaki aged 12 years should have been all these years since its first release. It's a night and day difference between the two. The nose on it, it's complex, but it's a winner. 0 ethanol, what a beautiful thing. It's light floral with honey, and it's arguably the most pleasant Yamazaki aroma I've ever smelt. The palate, I wrote, it's candied orange cream, coconut. The finish, medium length, smooth, creamy finish. And the color of the whiskey is amber. Comes in at a light 43% alcohol by volume. And it retails for 8,000 Japanese yen before tax for a 700 milliliter size bottle. And it was released on May 25th, 2021. A funny story about that. I remember having this drink unofficially one day before the official release date. And that's all thanks to my bartender. If you guys live in Japan and you read my first book, you'll know the bar that's closest to my house, and you guys can go check that one out at any point in time. He may still have a little bit left inside of his bottle so that you can taste that if you want to go ahead and taste it if you're living in Japan. It was just an amazing whiskey that knocked my socks off. And after I had it for the first time at this bar, I went back there and had it again a second time and a third time and probably even a fourth time. I lost count how many times I've had it there. I essentially bought the bottle, to be honest with you. So there's that. I'm just going to place the Yamazaki Limited Edition 2021 at the top of the list and just call it my number one. But to be honest with you, more or less, it's tied for number one with another whiskey. And I'm going to go ahead and share with you my number two, or the whiskey that is in a draw with the Yamazaki Limited Edition. So let me just go ahead and spit it out. It is the Hakushu Spanish Oak Limited Edition 2021 Sukuriwake, just the Sukuriwake edition. So why do I say that this is tied with the Yamazaki Limited Edition 2021? Well, I had this whiskey, talking about the Hakushu Spanish Oak 2021. I had it for the first time in November of 2021. And I had that whiskey first, and it just absolutely rocked my socks, knocked my socks off. And immediately after that, I wanted to know how it would compare and how it would stack up against my favorite whiskey, being the limited edition Yamazaki from the same year. So as soon as I finished having the Hakushu, I went ahead and I had the Yamazaki Limited Edition again. You know, I cleared my palate out with some water, and I went ahead and I had this. And to be honest with you, this is talking honestly now. After having this as a follow-up to the Hakushu, when I had this standalone, it was absolutely amazing. Every single time that I had it, it was amazing. But having the Yamazaki as a follow-up to the Hakushu, I was less impressed with this one. And that Hakushu was just absolutely amazing. Is it fair to say that one is better than the other? Probably not. It's just that I had this Yamazaki more, and this was the one that I've drank the most in 2021. So therefore, I'm just kind of putting it at my number one spot. And I guess you could put the Hakushu at the number two spot, or you could just say it was a draw between the two. They're both extremely good whiskeys. Let me see if I can go ahead and find my draft on this application that I'm looking at of the Hakushu, and I will go ahead and read my notes on that. All right, so here we go. The Hakushu Spanish Oak 2021 edition, Sukuriwake. Captain's log, bar date 2021, 11/14. So a guy walks into a bar after a long spell. Sorry, no joke is coming. That guy was me, and the last time I visited Bar Memphis was when I tried the previous Hakushu 2021 edition here 4 months ago. The bar master said to me, first thing, I got a new Hakushu for you to try today, and I said, I'll take it. As he was pouring it, he exclaimed, wow, look at the color. Then I looked at it and said, wow, it's a beautiful ruby red, dark amber wine color. Putting it to my nose, immediately full of fruits. It was love at first sight and first smell. Intuition told me this was going to be great, and it wasn't wrong. It was almost a contender to my Whiskey of the Year Yamazaki Limited Edition 2021, which I had immediately after for comparison purposes. It could swing either way on the day and how I'm feeling. The Suntory Single Malt Whiskey Hakushu Spanish Oak 2021 has been aged in Spanish oak barrels used for storing sherry liquor. It is a whiskey that can be bought only through a lottery system offered by Suntory. Again, here goes my tasting notes on this one. I wrote for the nose, superb, clean, no ethanol. It smells of floral potpourri and figs, full of fruits and passion, not to be confused with passion fruit. It could be the most pleasant Hakushu aroma I've smelt. The palate, initially a mouthful bite from a fruit salad, some darker chocolate later, and the finish, smooth finish trademark. That's my trademark phrase. Sweet and lovely to drink. The color is a reddish dark amber. ABV, 48% alcohol by volume. Obviously, it comes from the Hakushu distillery, and the price is 11,000 Japanese yen before tax for a 700 milliliter size bottle. It was released on 2021, October 26, and it is limited to 300 bottles. I absolutely love both of these whiskeys. I was completely, it knocked my socks off, both of them. And that's why they are in a draw for my Whiskey of the Year. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you all for watching. Salute to you wherever you may be out in the world. Make sure that you guys drink responsibly. And as always, gentlemen, you guys know what to do. Keep it classy. See you in the next one.